the story. So hopefully today when I run through with you the couple of slides, you can also remember some of your story, right? Remember some of your story, because there's a lot of history. Maybe just to highlight in case you may not know where the actual site is, right? So it used to be the former Liang Court, which means to say that it's directly at this Fort Canning MRT station, right? So this is the old building. So you have to take this away. Later we'll show you some representative of the proposed outlook of this Canninghill Piers itself. But as of now, this is what you can see. So this is taken from Google Earth. So basically, maybe in the chat, let's just keep it live again. What do you guys remember about this area? It can be in Fort Canning Hill, it can be in Clarke Quay, it can be in Robertson Quay, it can be Singapore River and all. What do you actually remember about this location, right? Because I think this is very important, especially when we do site confidence walk. We want you to also go back into some of the memories or even being an expert. So what's the reason why today we have this session? Maybe before I start off in that with you guys is that when we do any project, if you are not convinced by yourself, right? Whoever, like where we are standing, we can convince you. But if you are still not convinced by yourself, you unlikely will be the top achiever or closer there. Okay, I repeat, if you are not convinced yourself, unlikely you will be the top achiever in the project. Okay, so you have to be convinced by yourself. So today, my role, I'm like a catalyst. I'm going to show you what I know, what we know, and you decide for yourself, is this the right project that you should join us to participate in this very interesting integrated project. All right. Okay. So again, if you can just see, let's see a crayon. All right, Sally. Yeah, thanks, Sally. Okay, good. Yeah. So just again keep the chat group, and remember in the chat group, it's important to send to all panelists and attendees. So we at least everyone can just go into the chat to see what you have missed out and all. Okay. I love this. So every project, we always like to look at the macro first. Micro is there. Once we have information from developer, we can definitely analyze and all, and the DDs like Joel and Zach and ISIS, they can definitely go in depth, right? Comparable of the floor plans and all. But before even we reach that stage, why is this site confidence so important? Because we need to know, and we need to show this like a project expert or project subject matter. When you present to your client, you can't be just saying that, oh, we have this unit, 696 units, we you know, it comes with an integrated mall and all. Everyone can read that. What makes you stand out in the project is how well you can converse and give confidence to show them. So this is one of my trademark term called T-manship. If those remember, T-manship meaning the ability to tee yourself. So today I'm going to show you how you're going to tee yourself up to show that you are the expert. Whoever that speak to you will feel that you are an expert. All right. So if we just look at the street directory map, it's very, very clear. You unlikely can find a project like that directly linked with Fort Canning. I'll share a little bit more on that. But so we are directly linked to Fort Canning. Along the way, I'll be doing some pitching, so you can actually write down if you want. I'm not sure if it's recorded. Maybe we'll be doing recording here, but basically, if you can write down, you will register in your mind what I'm trying to put across. So directly linked. We are not too far away from Clarke Quay MRT as well. You have the Fort Canning Park itself right in front, which is closer to the northeast, and you have closer to the south, which is the Singapore River, and surrounding area are all entity of business and entertainment and nature. So this is unlike any other project. So I would deem that Fort Canning project in this area, Canninghill Piers, will be one of its kind, right? You will not have something like that upcoming also as well. Okay, so what do I mean by that? We just have to look across. What do we see in this area? We see shopping mall, we see entertainment, we see a park, we see the river, but not too far away, we actually have a education hub as well, right? If you know, can anyone just, what is the education school that is very nearby? Yeah, it's between two significant. Oh, nice, nice. Yeah, Fort Canning and Purhill. Exactly, Harry. I love it. Yeah, okay. So yes, please keep the chat going, all right? SMU. Yes, exactly. SMU is there. So this is to show you how close we are to the MRT. So Fort Canning, in case you do not know, Canninghill Piers is directly linked at the basement to Fort Canning. I have a pictorial later to show you the proof of it, where the proposed direct exit will be at the station. That Clarke Quay is as well very, very close walking distance, right? So you have your downtown line and your northeast line right in front of where we are, right? Further distance, this one was covered last week, right? So every Wednesday, just take note, Canninghill Piers will be sharing with you a lot more insights of our project. So as much as we have new information, we will be sharing. So this is our Wednesday, log in your time with us, okay? Yeah, thank you for joining again. Once again, I see a lot more have just joined us. Welcome. So even we have a 1 kilometer school, which is River Valley Primary. River Valley Primary, because some of the projects I've been doing here. So this is definitely one of the popular schools here. And also we are within 1 kilometer, in case you do not know. So there is also a school that is supporting. Of course, the tertiary level and all the supporting areas, the businesses and all is definitely there. So just to give you one highlights. Okay, I love this. This is going to be very important, especially those who join us in our preview team, right? Or our taggers. You will be seeing all this material out for you to present. It is very important because let's just take a look at this. All right, so this is from URA, so the link is what you see, but where the star is, okay, so we are a mixed development, integrated mixed development title, which means there will be shopping mall at two podium, which is the level 1, level 2. Basement, there will likely also be some shops, but it's actually linked to the MRT station. But the fact is this, okay, that's not my point I want to share with you. The fact is that, can we just look at the master plan? How many times you see a project that has so colorful URA master plan? Again, I repeat, how many projects do you see such a colorful master plan, which means to say right in front you have a park, so that's good. You have a river, it's a proper river. It's not our longkang become ABC. I think you know, active, beautiful, clean. This is an actual Singapore river. The history is that you look at the surrounding, there is no comparable at all, because Clarke Quay is all commercial. We are mixed development. There's 2 hotel plots. One is sitting on where our show flat is. The other one is an empty plot of land with the signage that land for sale, right? Hotel land for sale. And your education, the SMU is there. The MRT line, you can see all the dotted lines and all. Where else can you find something like that? And is directly linked with the station? I don't think you can. So your comparable stands alone, which means to say this is really like a limited edition. Is whether can you even own a unit here? All right. So this is a little bit on that. On the master plan, okay, some interesting fun fact, you may not know, okay, there are some changes to the proposed road. So instead of the road from Orchard driving past the Singapore, this Plaza Singapura and the McDonald House, they will likelihood do a detour, okay. So in other words, they will use the Penang roadside. So this Istana Park become more landscape and open walking area towards the Istana. Quite a nice touch to it, which means to say that there are still changes in the Orchard Road as well as the linkway of this Istana Park linking. The idea is to go for Fort Canning Park all the way into Purhill, like what Harry was mentioning, but we are falling just nice. That is where we are somewhere at here, just beside Fort Canning MRT. So which means to say we will benefit from these changes. So Canninghill Piers is at a very excellent location. Right, so a little bit of what they are planning for. So you will see the 6 kilometer long green connection line and all that you can read up on. So further to this touch, you can see a slightly clearer mapping, right? I used to pitch on this Somerset MRT. I love that site because the Somerset MRT at the Killiney Road there, they are planning for the youth zone. So there will be more youth activity based in that area. So of course, we head downwards to the Dhoby Court. I mentioned that changes there. So from there, there's also link. So they are going to do that link way all the way up to the Penang Road there, all the way to Fort Canning. And Fort Canning again cutting across where Canninghill Piers is, and going across towards the the Pearl Hill side, right? So you can see the Pearl Hill City. There is a very nice satay store at Pearl Hill City. That one you have to order like 1 week or 2 weeks in advance. The most latest I heard is like 1 month in advance you got to order a satay. I don't know why. Okay, so but okay, why am I saying all these things? You see, can we I want all of you, those who are especially new to project, to realize that why is this very important. When you can start off with such conversation, you sound like a project expert in this area, and that's where you build your trust element. Before even selling a project, you don't need to sell a project to sell a project, if you know what I'm trying to say. Sometimes it's just about sharing, showing them what you know in the surrounding area. Okay, so there's another food for thought. This was actually highlighted by one of our ERA teammates, and I also did some research and all. Fun fact, I'm going to show you now. Fun fact, any area near park, greenery, water, sunrise, Suiwan, if you are here, I think I saw you here and all, right? So the ambient temperature is actually reduced by 1 to 2 or 1 to 3 degrees, in fact, 1 to 3 degrees Celsius, which means to say that you're in a cooler area, which totally makes sense. Because you have a greenery area, you have a very nice park, that brings down the temperature, you have full fresh air. On top of that, we still have a river supporting where we are. So you can expect that in any other area, you may not have this type of advantage. So fun fact, is true that when you have such ambience, you actually reduce the temperature degree, right? To 1 to 3 degrees Celsius, right? Fun fact, right? Okay, so anyway, today's session is all about like that, right? So please throw out questions. I know I love to see questions so that we can actually all learn together. Okay, this was I love this from the start when Zach was mentioning about this term, and I think we should all just keep to this term. 门前有流水，门后有靠山. Is it very true for Canninghill Piers? I think this term fits exactly spot on. Unlikely you can find something like that. Most projects will be nearby, but not at where we are, immediately doorstep. Somewhere nearby, yes, but not something like that. So this is a term that we will probably be using a lot to also share with buyer. It's not something that you can always see or find in the market. Right, so let's just go into the so we haven't started yet. Okay, so now let's just go into the site confidence walk. Okay, I just want to show you a little bit of things that but this time around, once when we go into all this walk, I do want you guys to participate, because I want to see really how much you may already know about this part of it. All right, so let's just dabble into it. So no choice, because we do not have the the actual facade of this, so we just take what it is, which is the old Liang Court itself. So if you know, this is somewhere SMU is in front, so we are slightly towards the north and northeast side of it. So this is your view, right? We'll show you how later on in the end of the slides how we will be built. But as of now, let's just walk through together. So the first one is that from here, imagine that we have already built up. You are staying in Canninghill Piers. All you just need to do is cross. Oh, no, in fact, don't even need to cross. Just go to basement of Canninghill Piers, and you will be able to walk out to Fort Canning MRT. The likely access here will be direct. So the mall itself of basement, there should be a direct access to Fort Canning MRT. So this is the station, the MRT station. So you can see the provision is there already. Then we walk across via the MRT to Jubilee Park, which is what? Fort Canning. Can you all recognize it? Do you see this? Okay, so these are all our own pictures. So it's really for ERA, just to take note, right? So these are all taken live, and so that it belongs to us. So there's rooster there, do you all know? So there are some natures, right? If maybe, okay, let's just start some conversation a bit. So just let's start conversation. If you have seen some of the animals there and all, you can just place there what are the animals you've seen. So one of the rooster we have seen there. I've seen this iguana and the lizard as well. And Yeah, let's just keep the chat group going, okay? And if you didn't know, we have a family of otters. Can you all see? I just want to make sure that, so you see the last picture, the otters, they actually on the 11th of January, they went to Penang Road and head towards Fort Canning Park. Yeah, they did a travel. They did a travel. 13 of them actually went to Fort Canning Park. This is actually the Penang Road there. Let me see. So far, rooster. Oh yes. Who is this? KK, is it? Okay, good, cool. Squirrel. Yes, can. Okay, cool. So yeah, so there is also the smooth-coated otters around that area. So it's real. This nature and this Fort Canning Park is very, very unique. I've been there many times now, and I'm up to now it still amazed me. In the middle of Orchard Road, we will say, or middle of the city, you have a very nice park where everyone just enjoy and you'll be conserved because there's so much rich in history. Okay, what do you mean by rich in history? Let's just explore. Anyone can recognize what is this? Teaser now. Let's go. Anyone can recognize? Singapore River residents. Yeah. Okay, I love this. Singapore River residents. Okay, I will keep that in mind. Yes, KK is this. So now it becomes a monument, right? So this used to be National Theatre Singapore. All right. So National Theatre Singapore. I was told. It's not I went and see. It's just a joke. A disclaimer. So I was told that even the Fei Xiang had a very back then in the days, it was super packed when he had concerts there and all. Yeah. So I never go. So you can know how young I am. No, just kidding. Okay, but anyway, it's very nice because these are being shared by our very own teammates, some of them who are here joining us today. So when we did some walk on the ground, when they highlighted this, to me it was, oh yeah, is it true? Wow. So I then got very excited to search more about all this. Thank you, KK. I take the compliment. Yeah, but anyway, this one. Okay, so next one, yeah. That's why I saw some of you, right? Yeah, Van Cleef, right? Van Cleef, and now currently again, they no longer there, but there is pictorials and history about it. So this is one. Okay, so let's just move on. What else do you see? So let's see if you can spot. Wow, this one is classic. I didn't even know there is there. Yeah, anyone can identify? 𝒞𝒂. Is it Anna? 𝒞𝒂. Okay, so anyway, now currently the location, right? This is actually River Valley swimming pool. Very nice, Harry. Yeah. So at the moment now, this 𝐂𝐤𝑘𝐷𝑒𝑟 Bakery, which I love their croissant. They are actually situated there where formerly was the River Valley swimming pool. Yeah, so this is really, there is some history behind, right? So if anyone can recognize this, not sure, not everyone will know, but anyone can recognize this picture? So we do have now history that is being played out. We can actually visit this place, which is actually the battle box, right? Used to be the HQ for the British. Yeah. So again, another history just on the hill itself. So you imagine how rich this hill is. It's not just a park. It's actually a history, part of a history you are owning. Oh, this is very classic. I don't think many of you have seen this before. Yeah, so this is how it looks previously, because we are very near Singapore River, right? So this is actually how it turned out. Before is the redevelopments and all. Very, very nice feel on it. You can see. So we need to appreciate Canninghill as where we are, and as well as the history. It's very, very important, I feel. Right. So now currently you start seeing that Fort Canning becomes a history with some footnote and all. You can see. So this is where the bakery is. There is also the hill. Of course, the other side of the hill. Can anyone recognize if where we are is where Canninghill Piers opposite is? But Fort Canning Park itself has another side of it. Many of us actually went there. Yeah, especially couples. Can anyone recognize? Yeah, so the other side of Fort Canning Park is also the home, yeah, home of RM, exactly. Yeah. So yes, so here you can also notice where I really wish that I can bring you guys, because I love to go on the ground, but we are now just constrained. So I'm just showing as much as we can. So you will see signages like that where you can go to the Spice Garden, the underground bunker, which is the Battle Box, which you also can go to Hotel Fort Canning. Yeah, I got some pictures later on that. So there's a lot of excitement there. In fact, when you go there, it's very vibrant, even in the morning. You have people doing a lot. Yeah, okay, there's a lot of families there, so that's for sure. Expats and locals. But you have a lot of people who don't go to the gym, you know, they literally group together and they do the F45. They row the bench press and all outdoor. Really a very, very nice place. So again, presently, so what have modernized, right? So you can see the Hotel Fort Canning is here. Very, very nice. There's a bit of history behind that. There will still remain, there are tourists there as well. This is what I mentioned about the 𝒞𝒂𝓃𝑔𝐽𝐻 bakery. Oh yeah, look at the pastry. Anyone hungry? Okay, it's on me, no problem. As long as we can go there, this croissant is on me. Okay. Okay, so yeah, appreciate. We are just only one side of it. This is only our north of Canninghill Piers and probably northeast thereabouts. Right. So now let's just walk back. So we have looked into the walk through into the north and northeast, which is the Fort Canning Park itself. So let's just walk back to the station, right? And we continue our walk into the probably the south side as well as the southeast, which is the facing the MBS side and the Clarke Quay itself. I think this is also very, very interesting to know. Okay, in case you do not know, if you are working there, and now because because of COVID, but otherwise they do have the river taxi, which means to say if you work in CBD, you can just tell people, say, I took a river taxi to the workplace. I don't even need a car. In fact, you are there, I would recommend you save your money on car. It's too convenient. The downtown line is perfect. Your river taxi is right in front of you if you're working in CBD. You don't even need any other private transport, unless it's just buying and keeping, because it doesn't make sense. You don't even need, you can even save on parking, you even save on just buying a car itself. So much savings, but yet all the lifestyle is just within your doorsteps, right? So there is also river taxi, and Singapore River Cruise is actually running, right? I got some pamphlet. So when we meet in the show floor, I know I can hand out to you guys some pamphlet to understand a little bit more. So this is where you can actually book the river cruise to go along. So where do they cover? I think that's probably what you're saying. Just to give you an idea. So quite interestingly, they actually run through quite a fair bit of a very nice place. So they start from here. You can see Clarke Quay Jetty, and you'll go to towards where we are, which is Canninghill Piers area. Do the loop, Riverside Point, Clarke Quay. We will continue to go to Boat Quay area. So this is how the cruise will move. They will go past the Merlion, One Fullerton, do the loop at Marina Bay Sands, and you'll pass the floating stadium, Jubilee Bridge, go all the way, and we will be heading back towards the end stop. Yeah, so this is really how nice it is. Yeah, we do hope that if we have a chance, everyone should at least take this boat ride also. I think some of the previous projects, some of you guys have taken, so you will know where I'm coming from. It's really something to appreciate about in this area. So, but now my teaser to you, do you know, can you name some of the bridge along this Singapore River? So I'm just looking at the chat group. Let's just keep it live again. Okay, can you all name some of the bridge, right? As you name, I will also show you, right? So we will just keep that. There's a Henderson Bridge. We have Kavanagh Bridge. We have Coleman Bridge. Oh, bridge, yeah. Whoa, Elgin Bridge. Yes, that's right. Okay, so we have the Elgin Bridge is all along that road. Yeah, Esplanade Bridge. Helix Bridge. Some more bridges. So many bridges. Clemenceau Bridge, Reed Bridge. But the most important bridge you need to know is called the Odd Bridge. I have no idea how to pronounce it. Hopefully I'm pronouncing it properly. Okay, so Odd Bridge, Odd to the bridge. Yeah. Okay, Odd Bridge is why very important, because on one side is where Canninghill Piers is. Cross Odd Bridge is where our show flat is. So we cannot don't know this bridge. Okay, so again, we show you all the bridges. Right? Anyway, all these bridges we will highlight to you if you want to know. But the most important is this bridge, because this bridge will lead us to our show flat, and this is where you're going to do your selling. After from show flat, if you just let your buyer walk here, they will be immense, because you can't get something like that anymore. There's no project in Singapore that have such view that give you such lifestyle. There is no project I can claim it. So once you walk there, you are there. Your PP form is out already. They will just register for booking day. You can't get something like that, right? It really is magnificent. So there is some history on the Odd Bridge, right? Okay, it's actually by one of the governors. So just take a look. Eateries, that's what we love. Okay, this Friday we are also planning with the ICs and DDs. We do our one round recce first. If something nice, I will let everybody know. Okay, don't worry. Okay, so let's explore the eateries. It's Clarke Quay, and Clarke Quay, incidentally, do you know Clarke Quay, the eatery and the eateries and the entertainment is managed by who? Anyone in the chat group know it's managed by who? Just want you to be at least aware of it. Who is it managed by? CapitaLand, CapitaMall. Exactly, spot on, Harry. Good. You are there. Nice. So let's explore. Can we just name some of your favorite eateries? Because it's very important, especially when we are doing a presentation. And I tend not to focus a lot on selling. I tend to focus more on sharing. So if you can be very real, it's like if you like a bowl of noodle, you like it. If you like the ramen, you like it, right? You like the Western food, you like it. You like the chili crab, you like it. So when you share with people, it's more natural. Can we get right? So in this case, let's just if you have eat any of the food in Clarke Quay and all, just place there what are the food that you love about it. And if you can put the restaurant name, will also be very nice. Yeah, Josephine, House of Seafood, Harry's Bar, yes, please. Good. So this is where it is. So Clarke Quay actually has a block A, B, C, D, E. You can see, you can take a look at it. 𝐻𝑠ℎ𝑇ℎ I think 𝐻𝑇ℎ will take the hot spot for now. 𝒞𝒶𝓃𝓏, yeah, okay, Nicole, yeah, thanks. Okay, so let's just look at that. So this is exactly where, and live pictures you can see. So let's just go into Riverside Indonesian restaurants. Oh, you're making me hungry. Okay, I will go and try as much as I can. Try all the different stores. So 𝐻𝑇ℎ, spot on. Hooters is there. Highlanders, endless. You have endless choices. Yeah, so just name that. So I want you to recollect what's so good about Clarke Quay, because this will give you confidence why this project is so unique. Right? We don't even need to talk about. I don't even need to know how many shopping units is there in we call it Canninghill Square, right? We don't even need that. We just need the surrounding first. Jumbo seafood, yes. Okay, so there's some more. I will show you more. So we have this. If I'm not wrong, this should be a Mexican. Yeah, Mexican food. One of my favorite is this one. Fremantle. Yeah, the seafood, the fish is. Go and order the fish and chip barramundi. You won't regret. If you regret, I'll pay for you this meal. It's excellent. You must eat. Okay, so again. Very nice store they have in terms of their Western. So you have the Sicida, you have also other different type of food and all. TCC is there, all right. So you have Octopus is a Spanish restaurant, so you have Thai food and all. Can we see what's happening here? No, it's like cannot end. No, yeah, I'm saying. Yeah, Japanese food and Turkish ice cream. Turkish ice cream, in case you do not know, they are the one that they like to disturb you, right? Am I right? I don't know. They take that, they give you a cone, and then the ice cream is fall off into their head. Do they still do that? I have no idea. But at least I know the guy is still there. The day I just walk past him. Yeah. So, but Turkish ice cream, that's what they usually just for the fun of the chill of it, right? Yeah, that's what they do. So entertainment will not disappoint as well, right? So you have the Zoom. So this was also covered in our previous training. So I just want to add on to show you. So again, what are we seeing now in this instance? That is my point made to you, right? Not only eateries and entertainment. In fact, there's more. I'm just taking 2 snippets only because there is fitness and martial. I remember one of the days I went there. I've now gone there many times already just to get a feel. It's very important because as in charge, we want also to be convinced by ourselves, right? So this is why we urge you to also make the trip down there. So I recall there is also in the morning, there are other like second level in the Clarke Quay itself where there are some fitness, maybe yoga, maybe some other fitness companies around. So this is just one. Then of course there's a slingshot that is upcoming, the changes to it, and also so there are very fun things to do. You just have everything, and I don't know how you can spend the time. You can't spend one day. It's kind of like entertainment, or you're in a like amusement park. Basically, you're in a whole big amusement park. It's not just Canninghill Piers. You have to promote Canninghill Piers as a whole township. Later you will understand where I'm coming from. We do not just belong by our product or project itself, which is an integrated development with MRT. There's nothing like wow about it. It's this whole area. If you know where I'm coming from, you have everything that you need around the area. So this is very important, right? Okay. On top of that, we still have other shopping malls, right? With Central is not so Central. You have your Don Don Donki there, your Aston. You can see very clearly, but as well as level 1. At level 1 of Clarke Quay, you can literally look at MBS. So imagine if our development is higher floor, if it's tilted somewhere towards the Singapore River, are we able to see a very majestic view? You can probably ensure that you will get it. Yeah. So let's just step further into this. So now we go into the other sides of it, which is the closer to the south and probably southwest of where our development is, right? So if you notice, let me just go back a little bit. If you notice, there's 2 very big plot of land. Remember the Old Bridge? The Old Bridge is here. Our show flat is currently beside the Riverside Point, right? So this plot of land. So you cross our bridge, that's exactly where the show flat is. The show flat is very nice. I think there's a 2nd floor gallery view where you can actually look across to Singapore River. That's what, at least from outside, I can see. Right? But highlight to you is this particular land that the show flat is sitting on is actually remember the master plan that we see, is actually a hotel site, a hotel development. So it's not residential. And just beside Canninghill Piers, which is where we are linked to the Fort Canning MRT station, there is another plot here with the bus stop right in front. This is a hotel plot as well. So can we now deduce that this whole area, we are the only residential new developments here? We are the only integrated residential development here, which means to say, if you don't buy, you got no other chance to own one. So Canninghill Piers is that unique, in case you do not know. Okay, so now let's just double into it. Riverside, so you have Harry's earlier, I saw Jumbo, some of your Iguana is here, and then of course the view. This view, I love this view because I travel a lot, and now we cannot travel. Do you know, in case of anyone, what does it remind you of? If you are there and then, what does it remind you of? I think that's very important, right? So let's just have this chat going, because the chat somehow slows down a bit. So what does this remind you of when you are standing there looking across to the river and a little bit of all these shop, commercial shops and all this and that, right? What does it remind you of? It really brings me into like Europe. So imagine you can own a piece of Europe in a way, right? Your river times I don't know, I can't find something else. I mean, basically I can't find a project like that. There is nowhere else, right? So you have an opportunity to be owning a project exactly like that, right? So it is something to think about. Okay, so this is the site I mentioned. So it's again approved. So we don't use sales talk, we use a lot of fact talk, F-A-C-T, fact talk, to show you that these are also what is upcoming. So this gives buyers confidence in case if they are investors, or even if their own stay, they know that they have a very limited edition project, right? And also this will give you an idea that even if you are investors, you should definitely buy a unit here. Because if there's hotels here, means what? There is demand. If there's a service apartment, means what? There is demand. If there's eateries and entertainment here, there's an MRT, what does it mean? Is there's demand. So whatever it is, as long as you have a unit, you will gain, right? Robertson Walk, very interesting. If you are aware of this, so again, we use the 𝒞𝒂𝓃𝓃𝒾𝓃𝓃 picture. So this is where Robertson Walk is, or Robertson Quay itself, but there is a walking path in case you don't know. Just follow the yellow line. No, we are not crossing over the road. There is a underpass, right? Zack and I, we walk there. There is an underpass that leads us to this side. So in other words, now if you wish to walk to the southwest of Canninghill Piers, you are able to also walk to Robertson Quay. Beauty, right? This is really, really something very different. So you can actually enjoy different type of lifestyle. There, of course, you have some more eateries and all, and different concepts altogether. So without further, I just want to show you something. Just you should be able to hear.
Where I, Lim Kopi, with a trail expert. This is Marcus,
Not me,
the trail expert of Jubilee Walk. All right. Thank you.
Thanks.
This walk is actually so rich with history already, you know. So can you actually share with the viewers some interesting things about Jubilee Walk that the ordinary, everyday Singaporean would not know?
When I bring people along the walk, what I like to do is I like to call it the Singapore 5 Cs walk, you know, cash, condo, credit card, and so on. But for the Jubilee Walk itself, the 5 Cs that I would say it represents would be the 5 Cs of change, of continuity, of challenges, of community, as well as it being a SG50 walk of celebration.
Okay, another one. What is your favorite point of interest along Jubilee Walk?
I will say that it's the Singapore River.
All right.
For the simple reason, it actually is a place that flows past many of my other favorite sites. You have the new Parliament House, you have the Fullerton Building, and of course, it flows all the way to Marina Bay and to the Gardens by the Bay and Marina Barrage, which is where we are now.
All right. Okay. Well, you know, we are at Marina Barrage, so do you have any fun facts about this place?
I'm not sure how many people are aware that just 50 years ago, this entire place and the whole surrounding area was literally under the sea.
Wow, okay. That's a very interesting fact. All right. Thank you, Marcus. It was super, super informative. All right. Thank you so much.
Right. Okay. Have y'all seen that? Let me just see, just in the chat. Okay, LTA control, just this is center. All right. Do y'all saw that? Yes. Is the show flat near the main road? There's also lead to. No, it's just a cross. So that means from where Canninghill Piers is, the actual site, just cross the Old Bridge, just beside, easy to use the reference, right? Beside the Riverside Point, right? So that's the best. Okay, so all good. We saw that video, that short video. That is that is not by me, but also same name, Marcus. Okay, so now I would like to highlight this, which is very, very important to a story that this is where ERA is going to bring forward this project to the whole of Singapore and to our foreign buyers as well, right? Canninghill Piers should be termed as a township. I personally feel, at least this is my personal angle, it should not be just a project by itself, an integrated development. I know it's very, very attractive already, directly linked the station, but it should be known as a township because you have literally everything there, from education to food to entertainment. It covers everything. So now just allow me in fact to share with you a little bit more of my concept and story, and let's see if this works for you as well, right? So this is a disclaimer, subject to changes, but we should be very close to what we are expecting. So if you can we all see? Just want to make sure that everyone can see. So obviously this is the Singapore River. And what bridge is this again? I just want to see the chat group. See, is everyone still with me now? Okay, so which bridge, what bridge is this? Oh, thank you, Harry. Wow, I love it. Thanks, Chris. Yeah, okay, good. Eileen. Okay, great. So we are there. So we know. So in front of us is, of course, obviously, Fort Canninghill. So very, very clear. MRT, which is direct link. So we know that there's a direct access to the Fort Canning MRT. Clarke Quay, we know our entertainment and also your nightlife, your entertainment, your food and all, never shortage of. In fact, you can't cook all the restaurant in one day or one night. It's not possible. You can't eat that much also, right? Okay, so that's what we know of. We know that the front, which is the main road, right? So the front is River Valley Road. So the main road, there's a 20-story service apartment. So let's just analyze, what does service apartment means? What does it help? So we have to now go into pitching also. What does it help Canninghill Piers? So we must understand that. Yes, thank you, Jacqueline. Yes, I'm sorry, I'm seeing all the odd. Yeah, odd, yes, very nice. Okay, so service apartment means it gives you stability in a project, right? So a stability in a project. Yes, KK. Drink and rock. Yeah, don't need to drive. Exactly. You just stroll your way back home. Okay. Next, you have 21-story of hotel. What does it mean again? Yeah. So again, all this gives you an additional value to even own a Canninghill Piers. That my concern now is this: is that can all the buyers get a unit here? That is really where we are coming from. Not so much of whether would you want to buy or not, because if you don't buy, you don't have something like that anymore. So that is just very straightforward. So all this will give your investors or even yourself, if you are thinking of investing, a very safe assurance that these are all your what we call safety net given, because there's no way the service apartment will be renting lower, in case you do not know. All right. So now we have the first block, 48-story high, which will be facing towards closer to the south. So directly opposite is closer to where our current show flat is, and also this Riverside Point, right? Okay, so 48-story high, this is what you can expect. And 24-story right in the front, which is slightly beside the service apartment. So it's facing Fort Canninghill, right? In between, there will likelihood be a link bridge for the residential to cross to one another. Really very beautiful. But that's all we have. Do not ask the DD and ICC, hey, do you have any info? We do not have. This is all our imagination with some insights. That's all. All right. Okay. This one, credit to Zack Huang. He draw it out. I just do the talking. So anyway, just take note. We are quite close to where we are until we get the actual facade. But pretty much you can already hint to your client what they can expect. All right. Okay. So this is today's purpose, right? Okay. Canninghill Piers. So you can see, right? There is also name already.康宁河湾. So there is already name. The mall, which is the 2-level podium, a basement, there should be also some access and some shops, but maybe not all. So Canninghill. Okay, so is Canninghill Square will be the shopping name. It's already firm, so you can already commit your client certain things, right, on that basis. All right. So now let's just go a little bit into the lifestyle. So now I mentioned that it is like a township, right? Remember I mentioned this is like a township. So this township, then I create this story. I like you to have your own story, but you can just explore from where I start from. All right. You have 3 different facade, like I say, multi-facade in this township. Very, very interesting facade. First one will be a lifestyle morning. If you wake up, this is literally live, taken in June. This is how it is during the weekend in the morning. Weekdays also as crowded, but weekends is even more. So you have locals, you have expats, and all just enjoy this beautified Fort Canning Park, right, with some enhanced playground, slides, and also some of the walking trail and all. So this is what you will get. And I like to highlight this part of it. Let me see if I can read out this. So health is wealth. Time is irreplaceable, right? Health is because you can easily just have a very healthy lifestyle. They're jogging and all. There's a lot of people who are there doing your stretching. time is irreplaceable because you save how much time. Do you know how much time you save with an MRT just right at your doorstep? You know, all your eateries is within that. We're not even mentioning about the shopping mall that will be built in, which is Canninghill Square. We're not even mentioning about that. It's just this surrounding. You have your bakery and all is there. Air is fresh because you have a park there and you have natural water streaming there, which is your Singapore River. To have it is really priceless. So this is just one morning concept. Your midday, then you will be a chillax day. So a chillax midday. Chillax midday is that obviously you see me then, okay. But what am I trying to put across is this: during the midday, you work from home has never been so convenient. You can either work from home, or you can just go to the mall or come to the eatery here or wherever you want and just enjoy your work from home without even moving anywhere further. 2 minutes, 3 minutes, you can get whatever you want. Okay, so your midday is really a very chillax. If you have your siesta and all, you can probably, this is the best place to have, right? Because you got so many choices just to chillax. And your evening becomes a very vibrant evening. It changes. You see the multi-facade just living in this area, which means to say that your vibrancy starts. So in this evening, you have a mix of local and international players, which is the eateries itself. In fact, Clarke Quay is one of the most happening dining hotspot in Singapore. On top of that, I like to highlight, that's why I put here, Canninghill Square will also be managed by CapitaMall, which is managing Clarke Quay. So they will only enhance and make it better because it's all handled by them. So they will know how to blend in to have a very good mix of options as a resident of Canninghill Piers. So today, we like to share with you this limited edition Canninghill Piers. We have no other information. Along the way, once we will have more trainings with you guys and all. But just what I'm sharing today is that you know that for sure, we will not be able to find something like that anymore. This is like a one-time offer and that's it. Because once they miss, they will have to pay a higher premium because they will be the secondary buyer already. All right. So it's a very, very limited edition. Some of the details we'd like to highlight to you would be the number of units. So 696 units is what you can expect. We will have 1 to 5 bedroom. This is already rather confirmed. There will be sky suites and super penthouses, right? Very, very limited. So we'll probably, if you have a buyer, let's just go for that. But otherwise, take note, the majority of it will probably be falling into the 1 to 2 bedroom, and of course 3 bedroom range will also be available. So just take note, 1 to 5 bedroom, right? Tallest residential development, right? Residential development along Singapore River, because most of it will be hotels rather than. So imagine you own this piece of history, this piece of lifestyle, this piece of iconic limited edition project. I don't think we can get something anywhere like that anymore, right? So just on this note, for the details of projects, is there anything else I can address, or is there anything else that you want to or you're already being hypnotized? If you are ready, we definitely welcome you to pass us the check first, even without any information. Yeah, we definitely, but please do reach out. Our role is this: we really want you to reach out because we don't want you or even yourself or even your buyers to miss out on this, right? This one is a rarity to have. So I need you guys to actually reach out to let your clients know. This is very important. Okay. So